So talk about costing. What would a bike like this retail sort of here now? It's obviously going to have bigger value here than it is in the States, isn't it? I assume.
Yeah. It's probably 16,000.
Talking about non-electric starts, I suppose the time's come, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got to ride it home. Right, it's a beautiful day. You know what that means? We're back to pick up the Triumph. Let's hope it goes better this time. But Dave wants to show me a bike that's just come in for him to get started and do some work on. He said it's a very rare bike. So let's go and have a look and see what we've got. But we're back at Boldor, as you well know. Right, there she is, getting ready to either cause me pleasure or pain. When we get to that in a minute. Hi, Dave.
Morning, Paul. I'm here waiting for you once
again. Waiting for you again, yeah. Yeah, we've already done this intro once. We've had to do it again because I had my camera all
hence the furry now.
Very well. Okay. So I'm picking the bike up, as you know. So hopefully there won't be any phone calls in about 10 minutes. But you said there was this really interesting bike you wanted to show me.
Yeah, it's a 65 T120c, the competition American Boldor. You don't see that many of them now. American market. It's got a few differences from the English versions, but very sought after bike.
So what year is this again?
65.
65. I mean, you can already see the
American style.
We've not gone and it's
the high bars. It has a few differences. They have the bash pans and knobbly tyres. They got the big double airbox on them. If you're going off-road, you don't want loads of sand and rubbish going in there.
So were these very specific to the States then? Yeah. This really was.
We got mostly T120s, T120Rs. They got the Cs and the TTs.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
They're lovely looking bikes, yeah.
So what size engine is that?
650.
That's a 650.
Yeah, the 650s went right up to about 71, 72, and then they went 750. But the best ones, everyone says, are the unit 68 to 70. Yeah. But I like these ones.
I just think the thing with the American bikes is the handlebars. I just really like the wide bars. It totally changes the feel of the bike.
They're not really into cafe racing. They like to be off-road, sitting up, comfortable. They can stand up. Whereas the English guys, well, we only do down to the calf 20 miles and back again, whereas the Americans tend to do that just to go to the shops, don't they?
They do long mileage, don't they? They like the long miles, don't they?
But they're more into comfort more than tearing around corners and stuff.
Because sometimes we forget how big Triumph were in the States.
3/4 of all Triumphs went to America.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's a lot of bikes. In fact, they used to virtually dictate to Triumph what models to come out with. Yeah. They used to tell them what colours, what the spec was. It was always the bottom of the pile. Still are, I think.
I mean, there are thousands of these things over there, mustn't there?
Yeah, I went out there to bring load back, and I was bringing a container back with 75 of them in the 80s. And everywhere you went, there was hundreds of things. People were all trying to sell you Triumphs. But
really?
Yeah, everybody had a Triumph. All the film stars, the farmers, anyone that was in the motorbiking.
Were they seen as cheap bikes out there though? Or as a prestige bike?
Cheaper than they are out there than what we paid for them. But then that's the same everywhere. Always has been. You buy Japanese bikes, they're cheaper everywhere else. Buy the modern Triumphs abroad, and they're probably cheaper than they are here.
But a lot of celebrities and people had Triumphs, didn't they? That was the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is interesting when you think they'd all be seen on Harleys, but a lot of them wanted to be seen on Triumphs, didn't they?
Every American I had come in here, they turn around and they say, Triumphs, proper motorbikes, we call Harleys ditch pumps.
Really?
I was like, I wouldn't want to turn up at a Harley meeting and say that. They'd probably string you up on the nearest lamppost.
So what would be the nearest to a UK version of this then?
Just a standard T120, which is basically that one.
Oh, okay.
As
you'd expect, Dave's got one in.
That's a 66.
Yeah.
Bonneville, which is a UK spec one.
Yeah.
Hence, it's got the big tank. The UK tanks always had 4-gallon tanks. The Americans like the little 2.5, 3-gallon
Oh, really?
peanut tanks.
I hadn't
You
realised.
see the size of that tank, and then that one. Quite big, aren't they?
Yeah. That's surprising. I hadn't realised that. Let me just have a quick walk around. So, yeah, I mean, I like the wider bars. I just think it's a bit like the Hurricane.
Yeah, so that was done for the Americans.
Yeah.
Rocket 3 designed by the Americans for America.
Yeah. I like those higher exhausts.
Yeah.
I have thought about putting the scrambler type exhaust on this T90.
Yeah, well, that was the thing they used to put. Basically, they used to go on the TR6s, where they used to call desert sledges.
Yeah.
Hence, they all put
that's
these old.
They're really cool, aren't they? Desert bike. That's just. I mean, that's the real sort of Steve McQueen whole thing, bar hire and all the rest of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. And what's this in for?
I think it's been standing for a year. It's just probably got carb. The ethanol's clogged all the carbs up. But I mean, the mileage on it is like what? 264, 284 miles. So, it's a stunning looking bike.
Yeah. And what? So there's obviously not many of these in the UK.
Very few.
Yeah. Certainly not original. You might get people would spec their own bikes up to this, wouldn't they?
But you can do, yeah. I mean, they're all basically the same bikes. You could make a T120 into whichever model you like.
Yeah.
Turn it into a TT, a Scrambler, Desert Sled, whatever you like. All the parts are interchangeable, which is great.
That's the thing, isn't it? With all these triumphs, as I'm realising, being in here and with my bike, there's so much of this stuff is interchangeable.
Yeah.
Which makes it's a good. Yeah. It's a Triumph is a good classic bike to get into, isn't it?
When Triumph restarted again with the Hinckley ones, they done basically the same thing, module, which is what Japanese do. They build a bike and then build custom bikes, sports bikes, touring bikes, all around the same chassis and engine, and change the bits around. And Triumph basically done the same thing in the 60s, not on quite a bigger scale, but the modern Triumph, the Hinckley Triumphs, they built a Trident. And then they built a Daytona and a Trophy, all on the same frame, same engine layout, and virtually all the parts are interchangeable. You can change the forks, the wheels, the tanks. Yeah. So
let's talk about costing. What would a bike like this retail sort of here now? It's obviously going to have bigger value here than it is in the States, isn't it? I assume.
Yeah. It's probably 16,000.
Yeah, I mean that's the top end now, is it? A Triumph, classic Triumph.
Yeah, I mean at the moment prices are all over the place. Same with cars, they all dropped down a bit, but it always seems the same. They drop down, then give it a year, they all shoot back up again.
Whatever's in the fashion, isn't it? But this sort of never really goes out of fashion, does it?
No, that'll always be a.
Yeah, it's sort of like you'll sit on it and just think, that's what people think of an archetypal Triumph. Yeah. Sort of semi-modern classic, and even though this is what, a 1965, it feels like a modern, feels like a modern bike.
Yeah. I'd sooner have that than a modern bike. But then it's got no electric start, so as you get older, you want an electric start.
Yeah. Talking about non-electric starts, I suppose the time's come, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got to ride it home. Luckily, I've only got about 2.5 miles.
What, to your place?
3 miles.
It's 5.
Is it 5 miles?
Yeah.
Don't say that. What did you say that for?
Because I go up there quite a lot. Picking your bike up.
So I got a little bit of extra petrol I'm going to bring in. So we're going to roll it out. I'm going to change the cameras, and we'll do that. Right, we'll let Dave roll it out as I do that. I'll see you all in a sec. Right, here we go, Dave. We've topped up petrol. Yeah. This is the moment of truth, isn't it?
Just go lock the door and go home.
Right. Fuel open. We haven't got any choke on. We don't need any choke, do we? This should be fun, shouldn't it? Da, da, da. Right, if you don't hear a phone call.
I'll be here for the next couple of hours, then I've got to shoot off to get this barrel for that 5
Yeah, cool. Right, cheers, Dave. I'll see you later. Right, for what we're about to receive, if the cars get out of the way. Come on. Got loads of space. Right. Now we're dealt with all the slow people. We're off, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Mr. Gear. That's alright. I can live with that. Feels alright. It's a bit cold. I'm just going to take it nice and steady. Nice and steady wins the race. That's it. So we are in top. That's right. And my little mirror's working. Do you know what? It's actually really smooth. Quite surprising. I feel much more confident today than I did the day that I rode it towards Dave's. Feels like a different bike. I mean, it's been a long time since I've ridden it, obviously. You know, we've gone through Christmas and all the rest of it, but yeah, it feels good. My little mirror is dying. Make it nice and smooth. Realising that that valve was way out, and now it's good. I'll do once I've done my full resto on this bike as such, I will do a review of it, and I'll do it in the same way that I do on my other bikes, just for the fun of it. Feathers in the thing. Not doing my lid up, which is a bit frustrating. So it's ticking on the lid. Running smooth, you know. Running really smooth. It's fantastic. What a beautiful day to get out. What an absolutely beautiful day to get out. Throttle's responding okay. Not been struggling with the little dips in the road. I'm so looking forward to getting out on this in the summer. I jog along at about 45. It's fine. Yeah, that's sweet. I can really see myself tiddling around the country lanes in this summer. Although I'm going to miss a bit of the summer this year because I'll be in North Africa. This is what Triumphs were designed to do, wasn't it? Cruise along in lovely Sussex roads like this. This started first kick. Dave started it in the shop, and no choke, because choke's not really necessary. And first kick, boom. Got it outside for me. First kick, boom. You know, and we are pretty cold today. You know, it is not warm. So I won't be scaring the speed limit cameras. When I think back to that day when I came up on it, it was so fraught. You know, it was just, it didn't feel good. But if I hadn't have done that, then I wouldn't have got it to Dave's, and Dave sprinkled his magic on it and dealt with the issues. And now I've got a bike that I can look forward to riding when the warmer weather comes. Well, in the spring I should be able to get it out in the spring. And it's nice that the throttle shuts off. You remember this throttle wouldn't shut off. Oh dear God. This should have been my first experience in it. But you learn by your mistakes, didn't you? That's the only way you do learn, isn't it? By your mistakes. Really. Right, I'm going to hug the middle of the road here. I have to remember that the gear stick's on the other side on this bike. Yeah, the gearbox is really lovely. So, should be doing hand signals. I've got to put some indicators on this. Nice, really nice. How lovely is this? Right, I won't bore you with the last little bit, but we'll get ourselves to the garage, and I will see you momentarily. I just don't want to show you where the garage is. Adoring looks from the children there, not me at the bike. Right, I'll see you at the garage in a sec. Take care, everybody. Yes, of course we made it. Fantastic. Well, that was a really nice ride. Really nice. I know it was only a short ride, but coming up the hill into here was really nice. A little bit of smoke because we were burning off a little bit of oil, but fantastic. Right, so we've now got a lovely functioning running Triumph T90, and I've got a few more bits that have come now that I got to stick on the bike, but also we've got the tank to do, and then the respray of the mud guards and all that sort of stuff, and just some sort of titivation really. You know, it's just going to be a fun, you know, weekend blast to the pub, innit, that sort of thing, just for a shandy. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and a little look at that lovely T120 that Dave had. But we will see some more action on this bike in the spring, I think, but which is fast approaching. But take care, everybody. Glad you enjoyed the ride back. It was Triumph disaster averted, wasn't it? Because we had the excellent skills of Dave at Boldor motorbike. So check them out if you need to see them, or you've got some Triumph that needs looking at. Right, take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon.